Daydreaming is my new middle name. This is not a game for me. Imagining is my new best.
Dear Diary, it's October, and this year we promised ourselves to actually do the fall things, so we picked a couple of adventures and hit the road. There's something magical about piling in the car early in the morning to go to the pumpkin patch. The patch near us has a little cafe that serves the most unexpected treats and somehow doubles as a plant nursery, which is dangerous if you have zero self-control around greenery. We also decided to visit a new apple orchard. It was the perfect kind of chaos, the kind that makes you laugh afterward. Sticky fingers, apple bags way heavier than anyone expected, and tiny goats plotting snack theft. These little moments, pumpkin picking, apple cider, and bowls of apples at home with mysterious bite marks, they're the stuff family memories are made of. Cozy, sticky, perfectly imperfect. Dear Diary, sometimes homemaking isn't about the mountains you drive to, but the ones you climb right here at home. Namely, Laundry Mountain. Some peaks are reserved for the very brave, and this one definitely qualifies. I wish I could say I've discovered the secret, but every time I reach the summit, there's another avalanche waiting in the hamper. It's humbling work. If any of you out there have laundry secrets, please share them in the comments. Consider this a distress call from base camp. Being in my third trimester means I'm moving a little slower these days, but I've learned to fold early in the mornings while the house is still quiet and the coffee is strong. This week, I'm determined to get caught up, to reclaim the rhythm. Maybe one day I'll plant my flag at the top. Until then, we will just keep exploring. Dear Diary, this morning, we woke up to that perfect kind of fall weather. Cool, cozy, the kind that feels made for comfort. It seems like the perfect day for our annual apple fritter breakfast. These little whole grain fritters have become a family tradition. Warm, full of fresh apples from the orchard and fried in coconut oil until they're crisp and golden. Simple, but so good. Later in the day, my husband made his signature chili. It's the kind that makes the whole house smell amazing, while the kids and I settled in for tea and puzzles. We've been working on a 1,000-piece puzzle for the past couple of weeks, which might be overly ambitious considering our team includes a 6-year-old completionist and a 3-year-old who's still deciding if purple and pink are the same color. But that's what we love about it. It's not about finishing a puzzle. It's about sitting close, laughing when we realize we've had a piece upside down all along, and letting time stretch gently around us.
I think I'm on to a new melody. It's not a mix of salt, bad talking, open wounds.
Dear Diary, as the seasons change, I always feel the pull to let the house shift with them. The kids' rooms have slipped into a sort of creative chaos, and the kitchen is crying for a refresh. The windows, well, let's just say they're more abstract art than clear glass right now. I've been tackling little seasonal chores. Once the kids' rooms are refreshed, I'm going to work on descaling the coffee machine and refreshing the coffee bar because, let's be honest, priorities.
It's like that. It's a fact. And we can't be foolish for too long. I think I've written every song.
I'm also oiling our wooden utensils so they can keep getting used every day to make nutritious and delicious meals. None of it is glamorous, but it all matters. I keep thinking of that line from Anne Shirley. It's delightful when your imaginations come true, isn't it? Maybe homemaking is just that, imagining the kind of peace you want to live in, and then quietly creating it.
What would I do if that wasn't the case?
Dear Diary, the kitchen is the heartbeat of fall. Mixers buzzing, ovens humming, and little hands sneaking bites of apple when they think I'm not looking. This week, I'm diving deeper into our fall menu, starting with a few staples. First up is homemade cottage cheese, something our family goes through very quickly. I'm still surprised by how easy it is, how good it tastes, and how much less expensive it is to make at home. This batch, I didn't let the curds set quite long enough, so my husband has been cheerfully calling it our re-cottage. I'll admit it's not entirely inaccurate. I'm also baking one of our favorite fall loaves, a butternut squash and dried cherry bread, part of my ongoing mission to use up our pumpkin stash. It's got the softest, tender crumb and a lower hydration that makes it perfect for sandwiches or morning toast. I made a few extra loaves to share with my parents. I love that fall brings these warm, earthy flavors, but even more, I hope that our kids remember the smells. The apple cake in the oven, the bread cooling, the tea steeping, the scents that tell them they are home. Dear Diary, when the kids are asleep and the kitchen is mostly clean, sometimes I make a pot of tea for two. Sometimes for my husband and myself, sometimes for a dear friend. It's funny how the smallest rituals often hold the most weight. Since this is an evening tea, we'll lean into savory scones and a few sweets for picking, and of course a big comforting pot of tea. We'll start our sweets options with my special recipe for these maple pecan blondies. We'll also make these adorable little pumpkin cheesecake truffles. Earlier in the week, I baked up an apple and walnut cake from our newly acquired apple stash, so we'll add in some slices of cake to our spread. We'll top off our sweets with these adorable maple leaf cookies from Trader Joe's. For our savories, I'm going to bake up these beautiful bacon and cheddar scones.
Some girls, they want the moon, handed down by this way.
To this, we'll add a pumpkin puff pastry brie with pumpkin butter. Golden, flaky, and perfect for sharing. It's funny how something so small, 5 quiet minutes, a few candles, a warm cup of tea, can feel like a reset for the soul. Sometimes the moments of stillness end up being more restorative than an entire weekend away.
And wake up in your arms with the sound of the rain on my window, drumming away. I'm keeping it short and sweet. My bucket list.
At the end of the day, homemaking is about creating a place where your people feel safe, warm, and welcome. I hope you've felt a bit of that here today, and that you're savoring the beauty of autumn wherever you are. If you enjoy videos filled with seasonal inspiration, homemaking, and cozy home tea parties, be sure to like and subscribe. I'd love to have you back for the next chapter.
Given and